Greetings YouTubers, Atarileaf here live in the flesh for the first time, because I've been getting so many requests and people commenting, why don't you show your face? You never show your face. Well, here it is. Whoopity-doo! Anyway, for my first video live, in person, not live, it's a tag video. And the question is, what defines your video game collection? Now by that, I don't necessarily mean what's your favorite console, what's your favorite computer. You might say, well, Atari defines my collection. Atari doesn't define my collection. And the reason I bring this up is because someone was asking me this the other day. Why do you have so many of the same games for every console you own? For example, Asteroids on the 2600, I have it on the 7800, I have it on the Atari 8-bit computers, Donkey Kong for just about every system. And I explained to him that the reason for that is because growing up, those were the games I played in the arcade. Games from the late 70s to the early to mid 80s. So Asteroids and Pac-Man and Galaga and Galaxian and Centipede, Joust, Dig Dug, all those games are what I grew up with. They're my favorites. And that's the reason I got Atari in the first place, is because they had the arcade ports. And it's continued down to this day. With the Genesis, Sega Master System, what else do I got here? TurboGrafx, Super Nintendo, NES. Most of what you're going to find is arcade ports in my collection. For the most part. There's, of course, other things. So the question is, what defines your collection? Now, it might be RPGs. Maybe you grew up with Zelda, so you love Zelda, so really got you into RPGs for all kinds of different systems. It could be a computer, if you grew up with the Commodore 64. It could be a character. Now, let's say you were a big fan of Pac-Man, so your collection is really centered around Pac-Man games, Pac-Man stuffed animals, Pac-Man toys, anything to do with Pac-Man. Maybe that's what defines your collection. That's the centerpiece of your collection. Or Mario. Maybe there's all kinds of Mario toys. It could be anything like that. Perhaps it's handhelds, or like the tabletop little video games. The electronic games. You know, maybe games such as Blip, or if I can get it out here, Merlin, things like that. Or the tabletop Coleco games like Pac-Man and whatnot. So that's my question. Think about it. Do a comment if you want, but I'd prefer a video response. So what defines your collection? That's the question for today. This is Atarileaf, live and in person for the first time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.